What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Like always, like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. Same thing every time. Anyways, today we're doing a book review over Dean Koontz's Life Expectancy. Now, this was one that was written in 2004. Somehow I missed it, but I'm thinking now, let's go over the cover art, because this one does have some good cover art. Cover art was by Tom Hallman, and the title page drawing, there is a title page drawing in here right there by, well, I just saw his name, by Phil Parks. So somehow I missed this book, but the more I think about it, I think my mom probably told me it wasn't that good, because it wasn't that, like, compared to his really good books, this one was just kind of middle of the road. I'll give it an 8 out of 10, because the ending, it was going to be a 7, because the ending, well, first off, it was going to be a 7 because it was just a middle of the road book, wasn't that great, and it's in first person, and it shifts perspectives towards the end, and it's one of his quirky books, and I'm not too into his quirky stuff. TikTok is pretty funny. I haven't read his newer quirky book. He had another one I read from the 90s or 2000s, I believe. I don't remember what it was called, though. I've read most of his 80s, 90s, and 2000s books under the Dean Koontz, you know, besides like his early works where he did sci-fi and stuff. I've never read those. I don't even know how to get a hold of him. But anyways, this book was okay, you know what I mean? The ending really saved it. It has a fantastic ending, which is, if you know Dean Koontz, you know his endings mostly suck half the time. So that's his one downfall as an author. His endings never go well. But the book overall was a fun experience. So basically your plot is this baby's being born. Oh, and I'll say that the plot twist at the end is really, really crazy. It's really done well. It's not predictable at all. But the premise of the book is, on a night this baby's born, his grandfather makes these predictions and gives him these 5 dates that are going to be 5 terrible days that happen, you know, throughout his life, you know, in the future of his life. And that's your main character, that's the baby being born, Jimmy Top. And at the same time he's being born, this crazy clown comes into the hospital. Like I said, it's a quirky book, and just murders all the doctors and nurses and stuff because they let his wife die. And it's just this crazy stuff. And then right away the first date lands. He's like 20 or something, and he's just, you know, minding his own business, goes into a library, and this dude that's a clown, not in makeup, shoots the librarian right in the head. And you know, you know right away, as soon as you read the first few pages, and you're like, what, a clown already going on a killing spree right at the beginning. And it's just a weird book, man, but it's okay. It does a good job keeping you wondering what's going to happen next. What the heck could possibly happen on the next, you know, date that it lands on. And it gets crazier and crazier each date, and half the time all this bad stuff starts happening to him. Bam, 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 bam. It's not even on the date specified by his grandfather in the predictions. But so by the time you get to the day, he's already went through so much terrible stuff, and then even more terrible stuff happens, and it's just non-stop. And it's just a quirky book. It just is a weird freaking book. The grandma in the book is freaking hilarious. It's not his typical work where it's high suspense, high thriller, you know, just you're having anxiety reading it like he does with a lot of his books. It's like a funny book, you know what I mean? If you go into it knowing it's funny with the suspense element, because, you know, it's Dean Koontz, he's going to keep you wondering what's coming, then you're going to enjoy it. If you enjoy his quirky books, then you're going to enjoy it. Like, you're not rated higher than I did. But like I said, the ending really saves it. And it was a blast. It was a breeze of a book. I read it in a day. Like, I had a great time with it. Just the few little nitpicky things is what dropped it down for me. You always know if it's in first person, it's going to drop down. It'll never be a 10 out of 10 in first person. Well, I say that, but I think I gave that Splinter Cell book a 10 out of 10. Don't remember. My wife's not reminding me either. She can't remember. I may have given it a 9 out of 10. But I don't know. It was an okay book. For quirkiness, Now that I'm thinking about it, it might be better than TikTok, but I need to reread TikTok. It's been, I was probably like, well, I read it twice. I know I read it in my mid 20s and I read it when I was a teenager, so, but I don't remember it, so it wasn't memorable. But it's just crazy, this one. You start off with the clown ravaging the hospital, and then you're just following Jimmy's life, and he ends up, the woman he's with during this, he meets her at the library, and they both are taken hostage, and she's a quirky character herself that basically manipulates their kidnapper killer guys. They're all ex-clowns, or they're clowns at the same time. Something, I don't know. Let me pause real quick. Okay, my kid needed to get something out of my corner here, and she's 5, so clothes don't stay on her. It's a fight. It's one of those things that if you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about. You're gonna be defeated. Like, I don't know. She does not like clothes. Like, the kid's crazy. Like, she's not full naked, no, but you know what I mean. Don't get crazy. But anyways, I don't know. It's a quirky book, and if you like his quirky stuff, I think you would enjoy it. But anyways, the book that I was gonna read next was BattleTech, Blood of Kerensky, Volume 2, Blood Legacy. But I took a whole extra day to shoot this review finally, so I already have finished this book as well. So, it is what it is. So I'm currently reading Monster Hunters International by Larry Correia. Larry Correia, that's how I'm going to say it. I'm only 50 pages in, but...
Pretty sure that's right.
What?
Sure that's how you say it.
Correia? She says she thinks that's us. But it's really good. I'm thinking it's probably going to end up in top 10 for every books of all time. It's giving you all those, like... It's like Goosebumps mated with Van Helsing and this blossomed out of it, and it's pretty sweet. You know what I mean? So... But that's all I really got to say in this video today, guys. Life Expectancy, it's a decent book. If you want quirky, funny, comedy type thriller, Dean Koontz is a master at those kinds of books, and there's a reason why Dean Koontz is in my top 3 favorite authors. Later.